Hi guys, Mark here. Thank you very much for joining me. In the previous video, we covered the Tornado Paracord key fob. Today we're going to build upon that design and we're going to do it in Rasta colors. The result is a Rasta colored key fob with a distinct spiral pattern. For the supplies, I'm going to be using gutted paracord. 3 pieces, each 5 feet long, 1 piece 7 feet long. Some hardware in the form of either a key ring or a welded ring is going to be needed to attach our key fob onto a set of keys. Finally, we're going to need a pair of scissors and a lighter. To start off, we're going to set up our project. So we take our ring and we pass it over our long cord. Then we fold our long cord in half. So the ring is placed at the middle point. Then we take the remaining 3 strands, we fold each in half, and place it next to our ring. So essentially, our cords are crossing at the middle points. Now, fold over the 2 long ends like this. Weave the other 6 ends through our first 2 ends. So this one over under, 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 the final one over under. Tighten up, tying your first box knot. So this is our initial setup. So our 2 long ends and 6 shorter ends used for our weaving. We now do the tornado pattern. First, we place our 2 long ends at an angle to the previous box knot. So diagonally like this. Then weave our 6 ends through the initial 2. So, like this. Tighten up. Then repeat. So again, the two long ends are set up at an angle, so diagonally to the previous box knot. Then we weave our ends through the initial two. So, like this. Then, tighten up. Repeat a couple of more times. So at this point, you can easily see the pattern forming. Continue the same way until you get a decent sized key fob. Once you have tied a decent sized key fob, it's time to continue with some sort of a stopper knot. In our case, the footrope knot. Spread apart your strands, then tie a counterclockwise crown knot. So you take a strand, pass it counterclockwise over the next one, the next one, passes counterclockwise over the next one. The next one counterclockwise over the next, and so on. The last strand passes into the loop created by the first strand. Tighten up a bit. So, the crown knot. To continue, take one of your strands, pass under the next strand coming out of the box knot, and up. Take the next end, again, under the next strand coming out of the box knot, and up. The next one, again, under the next strand coming out of the box knot, and up. So as you can see, I'm holding my strands with my left hand to keep them out of the way. So, we have our footrope knot. Now, very slowly pull on the ends to tighten up the knot. Keep tightening until you get a very tight knot. You really don't want this final knot to untie at any point. When you're happy with the look of the knot and you can't tighten it up any further, it's time to finish off our project. Finally, we finish up by trimming our ends a bit further away from the knot. Usually I like to do it at an angle. Lightly melt the tips. To really lock the knot into place, I also apply a bit of heat onto the knot itself. And that's our project, a Rasta colored tornado key fob. Thank you for joining me. I hope I made everything clear enough. Do join me in my future tutorials as well.